All right, guys, today I'm here to talk about strength. My rash guard, strength matters for jiu-jitsu, and I agree, it does. And not in the way that a lot of people might think. Jiu-jitsu has this reputation of, brain over bronze and fluid technique, and technique always wins. And good technique will win most of the time, but everything being equal, the stronger person will always win, right? And if you look at the champions, like Gordon Ryan right now, Nicky Rod, they lift, right? Craig Jones, I believe, lifts as well. You go back, Hodger Gracie, Hickson Gracie, a lot of those guys, they do some form of resistance training, whether it's body weight, gymnastic stuff, calisthenics, heavy power lifts. Hamilo Bahal is a multiple-time world champion. He heavy benches, deadlifts, and squats, Olympic lifting, whatever it is. The best guys in jiu-jitsu, whether it's gi or no gi, they lift, right? So don't let, being strong distract you from what jiu-jitsu is. It's a competitive sport. It's an art, but you want to give yourself every advantage to excel in that art, right? There's nothing wrong with being strong. There's a quote that the great power lifter, Ed Cohn, says, and it's true, right? There's nothing wrong with being strong, right? If you look at jiu-jitsu, submissions, we're getting our arms pulled on, our arms extended, our arms twisted, our legs bent and twisted, right? Having strong ligaments and strong muscles helps you defend those and makes your body more bulletproof, so to speak, to defend those than if you didn't lift, right? Nothing is ever going to replace mat time and getting on the mat and doing jiu-jitsu and grappling. That's how you're going to get good. But to supplement your training with resistance training of some sort, whether, kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever you want, push-ups, it all counts, and it's absolutely necessary in my opinion. It helps you, you can have a really good arm bar, but you go against someone who's got 40 or 50 pounds on you, no matter how good, your technique is, if they're familiar with what you're doing, there's a lot of advantages that they have. So being a little bit extra strong or having a little bit of extra strength to finish it, in my opinion, is okay. I always say it's okay to throttle the motorcycle and use a little bit of strength if you're close on a technique, whether it's a pass, a sweep, a takedown, a submission. It's okay to be a little physical because this is, a physical thing that we do with our bodies. Now, that being said, and what the benefits of strength training, being strong and that being your answer for everything is not good. It's completely not what it's about. I'm very hard on my students, and I'm a giant dude. I'm 6'6", 270 right now. I'm a big guy. I'm a strong guy, right? And I'm big on my students. Like I get them an armbar and they just power out of it. When you use strength in place of technique, you're not learning anything, and you're mistaking that strength for actually being good. You get someone in something and they yank out of it, or, you get them on the ground and they just explode to their feet, or they try to sweep you. When they sweep you, they don't really sweep you, they just throw you over, right? Don't mistake strength for technique. Having good strength will help you apply your technique better. But being strong and being technical are two very different things, right? But by itself, being strong isn't enough. You're not going to do very well. I've gone against guys in tournaments where they have no neck and their ears are touching their shoulders because their traps are so big, and giant lats and a lot of muscle mass, and they gassed out. They were strong for about 2 minutes, and I was able to win, right? And I'm strong. I wasn't as strong as them, but I have a good combination of it, right? So you have to find out. I talked in another video how I strength train and what I do. You have to find what works for you. It's a very personal thing, based on time constraints. A lot of my guys here can't go to the gym. They don't have time with their jobs and stuff, so they do push-ups after class and stuff. Every little bit helps, and every little bit's going to make you that much tougher, right? And it's going to aid your technique. Grappling is a pulling art, so doing pull-ups, rows, deadlifts, it's going to help you, right? And you want everything strong. So since I was wearing this rash guard, I want to do this video, but strength does matter, but it's not in the way you think. I'm not saying just be strong and just be a bully to everyone, because that won't work. You need a combination of having strength, because having strength means you have muscles that are functioning, and having muscles can protect your ligaments and joints than not having it. All right. So it does have a great benefit. I recommend everyone do it regardless of how you find your way to strength train. It's something that everyone needs to do.